Simplify each radical expression. So here, number 10, my radicand is 225. But since I have memorized my first 15 perfect squares, I know that 225 is really 15 squared. So the square root of 15 squared is 15. So really, you did not need this middle step here, right? You could have gone straight to an answer of saying square root of 225 is 15. Now, in number 11, 99 is my radicand, and that is not a perfect square, but I can look around and say, okay, which of these perfect squares, right, is a factor of 99? And I know that 9 divides into 99. So this is square root of 9 times 11. So this is square root of 9 times square root of 11. And then we know that the square root of 9 is 3. And 11 cannot be simplified anymore because that radicand of 11 does not have any perfect square factors. Now 128, that's a pretty big number. I could go through and check which perfect square divides in, and I know that the first one that seems to work for me is 4. So this is square root of 4 times square root of 32. So I know this becomes 2 square root of 32. But I need to focus on this radicand now and notice if there is any perfect square that goes into 32. And I know 16 does. It's 2 square root of 16 square root of 2. So if I simplify this more, actually I can go further down. This becomes 2 times the square root of 16, which is 4, times square root of 2, which is 8 square root 2. Now, since I was able to simplify multiple times, that means from the beginning there was a larger perfect square I could have figured out. It's actually 64 times 2. And that would get me to that answer quicker, right? So it's in your best interest to see if you can find the largest perfect square first instead of just the first one that you see. But if you only see a smaller one, always continue to check radicands. Continue to check radicands to simplify. So now square root of 60. Now we want the negative square root, not just the positive square root answer, and that happens. So we have negative, and we want square root of 60. Now what perfect square is a factor of 60? Oh, it's 4 times 15. So this is negative 2 square root of 15. And 15 does not have any perfect square factors, so this is my simplified answer. So always check your radicands for perfect square factors.